inner ears pinned and I'm ready to start sewing. So because this is going to lay flat and we want it to be blended into this outer ear, I'm going to try as best I can to put my, to sew it to that seam where the head and the outer ear are sewn together. I still want to be sewing it to the head, not to the outer ear, at least on this part, just very close to the seam. If it wants to go in there, okay. And we're going through front loops, just like we did with the outer ear, because we are blending. Let's pull that out. Okay, we've come to the corner. These corners can be kind of difficult because they are a chain, so it's difficult to get like a front loop. In this case, it's fine to just do the back loop. Whatever is going to look the most natural, okay? So we're going to go here, and we don't want to be stretching it out this direction, so I'm going to go ahead and tack it down this way instead of out that way. So kind of where I just went through, actually, just a little bit further over, just a teensy weensy. Oh, my Lanta. Work thread. Okay. I guess I should have been talking to my needle. Work needle. Okay. So I've done that, this corner bit, and I don't want the corner to kind of like pull too far this way. So I'm gonna go through it again and just kind of a teeny tiny bit onto the pink bit that's right next to where I just sewed it to the blue. Corners can always be just a bit tricky. Can always, they can be a bit tricky. So now we're gonna go through the front loop of this part, and we're going underneath, always trying to keep a nice straight line here, directly underneath where we want the edge to sit. Back through that front loop in the next one. Let's see, I want to make sure I'm keeping it nice and straight. And the next one. Going up towards where we're going to have the point. Okay, that's looking nice and straight there. And we're going to take this point and go directly below here. We're not going to try and pull it this way yet. We're just going directly beneath where we want that point to sit. Okay, and now we're doing a turn here. So I am going to go through right here, which is actually the front or the back loop, I guess. And kind of tack it down a little bit close to where that point is at. And then I'm going to go through the front loop of that same one where I just did the back loop. Now I'm going through there. I'm going to tack it down this direction. And then through the next front loop and going just like directly below where that next stitch is at. And again, and this one we're moving towards the last corner. Okay, I'm gonna pull out my pin. And then I'm going right here actually, which is on the pink. I'm gonna go again through there and get that onto the blue. And this isn't such a big deal if you have the same color ears as the head. But you want to make sure that you're not seeing the pink underneath this inner ear. Okay, let's see, how do I want to do that? I think I'm going to go that way. And then through the front loop there. Okay, and that looks about tacked down, I think. Let's see, I'm gonna go through this one just in case. Okay. And that's nice and tacked down, and you just weave in your end through. It doesn't need to be super secure just because it's like laying flat, so you're not going to have to worry about anyone tugging on it. Like with the outer ear, someone can tug on it, but the inner ear, you can't really get a grab on it and tug on it, so you don't need to weave it in terribly securely. So I'm just going to go around just a teensy bit. And I'm going to use my pliers because that's a tight spot. And done.